right behind you.
Here we go!
Quit moving!
Come and get me! We make a good squad. Oh, no, you don't!
Nice job, everyone.
So-called godless people. Disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
I'm not one for walking up to altars. Maybe leave this one alone.
We have been here before. Does the new earth settle beneath your feet? Dried blood on a blade, a relic of a battle fought and lost, a way of life transplanted. Now our memory is a wound reopened. For generations, the Akita wandered the land, seeds in the wind. A storm had tossed them to our shores. They were branches without roots. Then you, Kishimal, were born with our face. Our flowers bloomed in your hair. Your people saw a sign of greatness. A blessing, one with a heavy price. The elders trained you not as a child, but as a paragon. They expected everything. They forgave nothing. The responsibility was like a stone. Help us remember, Kishimal. How did you bear the weight? You faced your work with dignity. You had no other choice. While you feared failure, they rewarded you for your diligence. When you came of age, turmoil stirred. Lightning split the bark. Some tired of their exile. They wanted to return to their ancestral lands. You both wanted the best for your people. How could you reconcile? A bud opened. A comet streaked across the sky. You had a vision. You dreamed of a city where the sea swept into the wood, a place to flourish, to gather, more than a settlement, a home. What did you envision in your fitful sleep, Kishimal? The Akita could not remain isolated if they were to thrive. They needed to open their arms to each other, and to outsiders as well. So the carpenters and masons set out, but we resisted them. What was a wall to a trailing vine, an arch to a mighty oak? The Akita's fate hung by spider silk. You knew you must adapt. Months became years, and the people stood in awe of what they built. It eclipsed the lands of their ancestors. Its spires challenged the clouds. How did you feel as you gazed upon your masterwork? You could only rest for a moment. Your greatest trial awaited you. The people reasoned that the one who had built the city should lead it. A chorus of their voices joined in one. Another wait. Some claimed that this was the destiny your birth foretold. Tell us, Kishimal, how did you lead? To lead is to serve. You always knew this. We should like that to be our way. In time, others came to revere you for your selflessness. You were an example to be followed. They saw what they themselves could be. So your reign passed, a year into an age. The seas rose and fell until one day, nothing. Silence. devastation. A lifetime reduced to dust. We can remember no more, no matter how far we reach back. It is fruitless. A void, a tremor in the Andra. Perhaps it should not be known. Yet one shape shines through the canopy of our memory. A face amid the rubble. You, Kishima. What became of you? They wept with joy as they extracted you. A long night lay before them, but the leader they loved remained. As the earth settled, we felt their hope in the darkness, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Small. Vertical advantage, like a crow's nest. These rangers know their stuff.
Yeah.
Everything went off without a hitch. At last, Emerald Stair is ours. Ludwig will surely give me that promotion now. Everything went off without a hitch. At last, Emerald Stair is ours. Ludwig will surely give me that promotion now.
Beacons are lit. Fjord's rangers are better organized than they look.
I'm going to miss this place.
We have been here before. The distant winds breathe soft across your skin too. Cold fog pools in a valley, dripping down from the hips of the mountains. The haze obscures a murder. Now our memory is a wound, reopened. It didn't have to die. Twin stars fall through night and collide beside the sea. Nekad and Enhekala, the arc of one bright light obliterates the other. You are Enhekala, a Tabaru Sinakis. You speak for the garden, and for us, the gardener. You have not seen Nekad for 10 years on the day you come to blows. Which memory of him is true? Things were good between you for a time. But who was Nekad to us in Hekala? Help us to remember. Nekad, your stalwart protector. Before the elders came to take you from each other, he defended you against the world. He would hurt anyone for you. Even the Tabaru Sinakis, who was to be your mentor. Nekad nearly beat him into the dust. Did you feel safe with him? You learned loyalty from him. He taught us too. What did Nekad learn from us? You should both have been afraid. There was a disaster. In a temper, we did something terrible. Many of our people died. It was why you built it. Naku Tedek. But in Hekala, what did we do? The rock slide took a village with it. We recall a shard of memory. We were battered, weightless. The earth gave way beneath our feet. We were left to fall alone. There was no time to scream. We looked with horror upon what we had done. How could you bear to speak to us? We twisted beneath the brand of your forgiveness. It burned us to know you never expected better. After the crisis passed, the people wailed in agony. Did the dead forever wander the nothing of the in-between? You proposed an easy road for their souls to travel on, Naku Tedek, where you returned the dying to the Adra and their bodies to the soil. Hurt, compassion, healing. We should like that to be our way. Yet Nekad, your brother, opposed Naku Tedek's construction with his every breath and word. How could he despise your mission? We do not remember why. Nekad worried we would overturn the old ways. Preserving our traditions, no matter how ossified, was his life's work. Your brother Nekad was a story keeper, and our people's stories say that your souls are wild things. Your souls leave your bodies and run free across the land to enter death and return to life in their own time. So it has been. And so Nekad believed it should always be. Why did you betray him? Strength, persuasion, how we bend others to our will. This is what preoccupied you. We remember now. When he finally saw Naku Tedek and understood what you had built, what did Nikad do? He cornered you in an alley. He shoved you into a wall. He begged to know why you stole true reincarnation from the people. His tears shone. He did not wait for you to answer. He pulled a knife from his belt. The torchlight flickered on the steel. He held it to your throat. What did you do in Hekala when your brother threatened your life? We remember. Steel on steel. A spurt of blood. A sound of pain. He shuddered. He could not catch his breath. Could he have been wrong? One more thing in Hekala. What did you feel as you died? He planted a tree near Naku Tedek to remember you by. As it grew, we learned that we should not pass judgment, but observe. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
This one's mine.
Speed up. Gather round.
Nice shot!
Onward.
Come and get me! That's one for us.
before. Do you hear the dust whisper on the wind? Unrest. The smoke of betrayal rises on a warm night, a test of loyalty. Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Nimana, one of those who speak for us. Your gift shone a different shade from others of your kind. The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam. Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you? A mouth, a conduit, a welcome curiosity. One day a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea. A cocoon, a traveling cloak, break down to transform the self. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds. Night fell. 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared. Your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors. Tell us, Nimana, what did you learn? The bee pollinates the blossom. One hand serves the next. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze. People had chased the water back. They raised the wood and stone. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food. The hair corners itself beneath the hawk. They feared you. They feared us. They tried to placate, to control. Your eyes turned up. You saw a statue, a prison. This was not our form. A wellspring boiled. Our cry rose in your throat. This could not stand. A tongue bitten. You hung your head. They piled the offerings higher. Why did you not speak for us? The runt betrays the herd. The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why? The tide surges. It drowns us. We cannot. We breathe. A ship in the eye of the storm. We remember now. A cut. A chasm as deep as the sea. A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this. Purge the poison. Let it out. The only path is through. The sun rose on the barren earth. We had swallowed the village. Nothing but ruins remained. Those who survived were cast adrift, whales beached on the sand. You could have led them, but in the chaos, you had disappeared. grieving wolf forsakes the moon. People again condemned to wander. A village, one day rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate. Tradition without memory, a trial of unknown lineage. We saw the clay settle on the ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Look out! We have a chance. We have been here before. Do you feel the old roots twisting in the loam? Betrayal. Then, retribution. But we took it all away. Now our memory is... You are Maru. You are young in your role. Tell us, all of your life had led. We had chosen many new guardians. Now you stood for the god. The leader sent you to the temple. Tell us, meaning. They had no use for you. In the third year of your creeks ran. How did you... They sustained each other. The builders found its veins would... You could speak. Presumption born in the path of the aqueduct. A font of its leaves. You leaped forward. The axe cleaved into... Why did you intervene? Compassion, yet you were weak. The haze, the earth erupts. The call of winter, yet there you stood. You offered yourself to protect us. We hear their lamentations still. Prune the dead growth. Years passed. The Eki we welcomed. We twined.
all the yesterday. The shale rises to smother us. We feel no spark of the Tabaris Inachus in this. We cannot see it through their eyes. The deer, the owls in our trunk, they took it all. A tide of souls thrown up. Now our memory is on. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by We had no time to speculate. First, they blinded us. Then, they burned. Smoke and sneak. No! We saw a terrible design in the roaring flame. They had carved a path to the temple. A jug to catch water. We persisted. We were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? Then, they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. They could not kill us. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out. Sundered. We broke the earth. Called down the storm. But they marched on. Weakened. They advanced on us. They struck. They raised machines. We tried to tear down the garden. Then, nothing. We floated in a great glass eye. We reached out, but the machine, we could not feel the new day's sun. The cities crumbled. Weak. Their cries. We watched helplessly for until you. We are the lamp, the bonfire. The wound numbs now. We watch in the silence of our prison. How many voices lost? We sink into the endless night. We are the rain, the swaying grass. We speak, though we are bound. Soil stirs. You opened the final lock. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your foot. We twine together. We